Hey guys, I'm Solaris. Welcome to my channel, Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot, where I channel for you all sorts of questions to help you about your love life using psychic pick a card tarot card readings. Today our topic is that we're going to look at what will your next interaction with them be like. This can be very helpful if you're in a no contact, low contact, or in separation from your person and you're curious, will they make a move? Will they reach out? Will they communicate with you and talk to you? Will they ask you on a date? Will they kiss you? Will you guys have a commitment? Will you guys repair after a fight? All sorts of things. This is also helpful to know any clarity in regards to situationships or even the complex dynamics of our day-to-day life in traditional committed relationships. I'm going to start channeling for you using the deck pictured here, the Disney Tarot card deck, and then use all sorts of other cards to go deeper in regards to your connection. And then finally, I am offering extendeds for the very first time, so that's very exciting. So if you like this reading at the end of your pile and you feel like it resonates with you, go back to the description box and then click on the link for your extended reading for that pile, and that will take you to an even deeper look at the situation between you and your person. In front of you are 3 piles. The first pile is Snow White with this beautiful, shining, sparkling lotus flower. The second pile is Cinderella with her glass slipper. And the third pile is Tiana with a glittery, beautiful lotus jewelry box. So feel free to pick pile 1, 2, or 3. You can pause the video if you need more time, and when you're ready, go down to the description box to click on the timestamp, which correlates to your pile, and that will take you to your reading. See you at your reading. Bye! Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading today, where we want to know what will your next interaction with them be. So I think this is a really exciting pile, but not just that, I am very excited because this is the first video that I'm offering to you guys where I have created an extended. So it's a kind of a big achievement for me because I've always wanted to do them for a few years and I haven't been able to do them, and I was able to figure out the technology and I'm able to put it up for you, so yay! So because of that, I'm going to be pretty strict with the time for this part of the video, and then we're going to go into the extended where we're going to be able to look deeper and see all about what their next action is, as well as some bonus questions. So definitely don't miss it because I have all sorts of things that are going to happen in an extended reading that I will never put on these readings on YouTube. So we have some really cool stuff coming up for you guys this time, as well as I just ordered some new decks of cards just for the extendeds alone, and those are going to be coming in the next month of time. So I'm excited to see how it develops over time as well. So today we're going to focus on the pile you chose, where you picked Snow White. I love that. I was just kind of like, man, I wish I had an apple that I could put on the table, but that's okay. I don't have an apple, but I do have this absolutely stunning lotus flower that you guys picked, with the sunshine coming in the window, bringing out all of its beautiful rainbows and shimmering light, which is so pretty. I love the delicate nature of these glass, figurines. It kind of reminds me of when you're a kid, and you go to Magic Kingdom for the first time and you're walking through Cinderella's castle in Florida and you see all of these beautiful glass sculptures and stuff. Just kind of very magical. So I'm glad that you picked that. I do hope that you guys have a fairy tale love. You guys have also, well, I've picked this for you. It's a beautiful quartz crystal that glitters, which is amazing. I have this here. It is not a surprise box this time if you have watched a few of my videos. I just wanted to give you guys a little crown and a little pretty glass kind of like decoration for the table today. But you picked the lotus. I have picked for you this beautiful quartz. And I will put this in frame for you so you can see it. Can I put it here? Yes. Okay, cute. And you have obviously the Disney Tarot cards. So I love this. So we're going to first look at, okay, yes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the relationship spread. This is a good way for you to be able to verify if this is your pile. and it will help me channel and tap into your person's energy and your energy to see what's going on. So the first 3 cards are going to talk about how do you perceive your person right now and the energy. These 3 cards are going to connect with how do they see your energy right now and how do they connect with you. The past will talk about your last interaction together that was important, that led to the situation that you guys are in now. So this was like your most recent interaction or your most recent important interaction. Then I get your next action coming up in the next 3 months, if there's any action at all between you and your person within the next 3 months. We'll see what it's like. And a card for if there's interactions between you guys beyond a 3 months time. Now, you guys might think, well, Solaris, I talk to my person every day. Then I would tell you guys that's amazing for you. You guys might have an interaction immediately, and that's great. For others of you, you might think, oh my gosh, Solaris, like I've never even interacted with my person. And that's okay. We'll see what messages come up for you guys from like maybe when you've discovered them or if they even know about you, that kind of thing. And for those of you that think, you know, Solaris, I don't know if I'm ever going to talk to my person, we'll see that too. And just know, also keep in mind, this is a general reading. And also I feel like the YouTube readings are more popular than the extended readings, even though I don't know, maybe they won't be. Maybe the extendeds will be super popular. I don't know. I've never done it. So I would assume there's a smaller population or group watching the extendeds, but who knows? Let's see. So for you, how you're thinking and feeling about your person. I get the Knight of Cups, and I get the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and I get the 4 of Wands upright. Okay, so you're feeling very positive about this connection right now. It seems like maybe your interactions have been going very well, or you are perceiving you and your person to be in a good spot. Not perfect, but in a pretty good spot. No, actually, some of you guys might be committed to your person. For others of you, you hope to be. You're wishing upon a star to be committed to your person. So first I get the Knight of Cups. This is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. In this card, it's Ariel and Prince Eric. It says romantic, seduction, and idealistic. So those might be your qualities or your persons. The Knight is usually the guy. This would be Eric probably in this case. And so you might actually have, in this particular case, it might be the Divine Masculine has these qualities. I feel like you're probably mirroring each other. I feel like you also have these qualities. But it's interesting with you guys. So Knight of Cups, Ariel and Prince Eric. So very romantic, very dreamy. The Knight of Cups is a poet. It's a lover. It is a romantic. So you have that there. And you see your person as somebody who has like a lot of romantic feelings for you. The 4 of Wands is also a commitment card. So that's actually very beautiful as well. It represents how you guys have a very strong bond, and that's very connected, and that's very beautiful. So I love this. On the card, it's the Beauty and the Beast story with Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Cups. I just love the way that they talk about the characters. It's cute. Anyway, it's Mrs. Potts and Chip. And so this is kind of like a community. It seems like maybe you guys created a strong bond and maybe even a commitment or a connection with each other through socializing out in the community or in a group like school, or in a group like work, or in a group setting, that kind of thing, because there's a lot of people around. Also, you might include or involve a lot of people in your relationship, like if you talk to a lot of people about it, or if people in the community know about you guys, that kind of thing. You might be pretty prominent in the community, or be well known at least, even if you're not like famous, I would say, because I don't get that this is famous. I get that this is like, oh, people know you, and maybe know you guys as a couple. So that is beautiful. Yeah, it says community, celebration, and home. Traditionally, I see the 4 of Wands as a marriage card. I see it as a strong commitment relationship card. But it is interesting how I'm not getting Beauty and the Beast on it. I'm just getting all of their little friends. Servants, actually. All of the servants, all the people that work for you. So maybe employees, that kind of thing. But yeah, so that's interesting. But anyway, romantic love and beautiful commitment. And then I get the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, it's not 7 of Cups. I'm sorry, it's 7 of Pentacles. Okay, that does throw a little bit of more of a wrench in the mix. 7 of Pentacles is 7 dwarves, patience, persistence, and diligence. Again, these are all worker bees, you know. The dwarves are all working in the mines for those diamonds. You might be working hard for that diamond, sis. I don't blame you. So it seems like that maybe on your side that you're feeling like it's not as really consistent as you're looking for, and that you're feeling maybe impatient. Seven of Pentacles card upright usually represents patience, and things grow over time through hard work, through diligence. But with it in reverse, it does represent how maybe there's an impatience there, or maybe you are like impatiently wanting to commit. You might be impatiently wanting your person to commit to you. So there is that, though. So we'll see how it continues as we move forward towards your person's side. Let's see here. Oh, so many people showing up. Interesting if you were connected to the other piles, because Cinderella is showing up upright. And also, Tiana is showing up in reverse. If this is a third party, then if you are Cinderella, there is Tiana in reverse, or you could be Tiana and Cinderella could be upright, and you might be feeling, no, you're Cinderella because you're fine here. You're good. You're a little impatient to get together with your person. You're probably in a romantic connection. There's some level of commitment or some level of understanding, and then there is a deeper level of commitment that you want, or maybe you guys are in a situationship and you guys want a deeper level of commitment, that kind of thing. I have to call you out a little bit. Another message I'm getting is you may want a commitment but not have to build it. Like you might want just like an instant commitment. You might want a commitment without like working for it, if it makes sense. It is in reverse. Or maybe you just want your person just to like give it to you. That's okay. I've been there. Anyway, like sometimes I like recycling ex-boyfriends because then you can get like an instant commitment with someone you already love. So sometimes that's fun. But so that might be what you're going through if that's your situation. Anyway, okay, so Queen of Wands, Cinderella. I love this card. So this represents you. I feel like your person might be leaving a connection to be with you, as well as another message. So Queen of Fire or Queen of Wands, the Cinderella might be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. I get charisma, joy, and confidence. I do get that. I love how you're seeing your person as a knight and they see you as a queen. I get yes, you're right, because yeah, I get four, well, yes, I would say, okay, so 4 of Cups and 4 of Pentacles. So I would say the Queen is the only person. So, okay, so I would say that this is you, and that the other princesses or queens, we have Tiana and Rapunzel, Tiana in reverse and Rapunzel upright, but they're not labeled as queens or princesses. So Cinderella is the only person that shows up on their side. But I can't neglect the fact that Tiana is in reverse. I kind of feel like if it's not a third party situation, they might be trying to make some decisions. So 4 of Cups, Cinderella. Oh, okay. I thought this was Rapunzel, but no, this is just like a edgy Cinderella. Okay. This is Cinderella, and then apparently they made another Cinderella different than the cartoon, but this one has a candelabra and a skull, apparently. But yeah, so this one says apathy, meditation, and disconnection. So your person might feel like you're not interested. That might be a distortion that they hold. They might also feel like that they need to meditate on this connection, or they need to reflect on it. They need to think about it. I get the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, which represents stability, security, and conversation normally. But with it in reverse, and it's Tiana and the frog, with it in reverse, they might feel like you're not kissing them to turn them into a prince, which is interesting because Ariel and Eric look pretty cozy there. But yeah, so okay, so then your person feels like this connection might be unstable, not have security in it, and maybe you guys don't talk as much as you guys want. So I feel like maybe you're feeling the feelings of the connection, and your person is feeling like they still feel the connection with you. Cinderella, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the hottest queen, but they're feeling like maybe you're not always that interested because maybe you guys don't talk as much, or maybe that's their fault, but they're projecting it onto you, that kind of thing. So it's interesting, actually. Let's see. In the past, what's happened? Your last interaction, I get the Snow White card. Okay, cool. So your card, your indicator card, shows up in the spread, the Queen of Cups. You were super, super loving. You were very giving, very kind. Again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. I get Princess Snow White, empathy, wisdom, and calm. You were empathic, you were kind, you were compassionate, you were sweet. You had wisdom, you were like so wise. You probably bestowed some wisdom upon your person, and you were very calm and peaceful about it. So that is actually very beautiful. It's upright. So your person saw you as the most empathic, the sweetest, most loving. Then I get the Five of Swords, Captain Hook. Your person felt like they had to be selfish and go off on their own. Maybe they had to focus on themselves. It also says disagreement, conflict, and ambition. So there might have been a fight. There might have been a disagreement between the two of you or some kind of conflict. And you were the kindest, and they might have been just actively fighting up. Or maybe you handled the conflict in a way that was very kind and very wise. And then I get Five of Wands, Ursula, conflict, competition, and reality. So again, two cards of competition and conflict. There might have been conflict between you, like a third party competition. So there is that. But again, I'm getting like the way you handled it was so graceful. It was so beautiful. So I love that. So yeah. So I do feel like that you guys might have had a fight or a conflict or a disagreement or misunderstanding, and that you handled it very graceful, very eloquent and wise and loving. They might have also been conflicted about something in their life, and you helped them with that, or you gave them some advice, or you were bestowing some wisdom upon them in that way. In the next interaction, in the next 3 months, I get that your person is holding themselves back, that they would like to leap forward towards you, but are restricting themselves, but they are not as tied up as they used to be. Or your person is freeing themselves from a mental prison, but yet they still have not either had the courage or the bravery to leap forward for you, but feels for you very strongly. And I feel like your person wants to cuddle with you, so maybe there's some cuddling, or would like to have physical touch. I'm not getting sexual touch, but I'm getting like cuddling, comforting, romantic touch. So Eight of Swords, Gaston in reverse. I feel like your person is not going to act like Gaston. So your person is not going to act frustrating, restricting, and isolated. But it's interesting because, okay, you know what? Okay, your person might be doing the inner work to work on some things. Okay, so at first I was thinking, yeah, I don't know about that. Because, you know, Gaston, he shows off for Belle and, you know, he does all that. But they're saying it's in reverse. So he's not going to be frustrating. He's not going to be restrictive, and he's not going to be isolated. Usually the Eight of Swords is when you're in a prison of your own making, because you are just focusing on all the things that can't go right, or the what ifs, or the negative catastrophizing thinking, that kind of thing. Usually frustration and isolation don't really come with the Eight of Swords, but I could see how they apply, because if you're tied up with the Eight of Swords, you could be isolated. And if you're tied up, I could see how it could be super frustrating. So there is that. But okay, so your person is going to fight. I like how he's like flexing his little kid muscles here in this little Disney child version. So he's flexing his little muscles, and he's trying to fight to get out of whatever's been restricting him or holding him back. But I do feel he has more freedom now than he used to. But what's interesting is, so normally the Strength card is about holding yourself back, but actually in this card, I will take the meaning that the artist has applied. It says Hercules and Pegasus, power, courage, and self-belief. So your person is really working through being able to have the courage and the power and the positive affirmations, the positive self-talk, in order to act on it, but with the Fool still in reverse. I am getting that your person is just like, it's like they need a little pixie dust, maybe. They need a little, like a little extra Dumbo feather. They need a little extra like oomph forward. So there's a little bit of that. So I'm getting with your person that it's like they have a lot of passion for you. They have a lot of strength for you. They're really working through their courage and their bravery to be empowered. They're fighting themselves out of any mental prison that's been holding themselves back. and I feel like they want to take a leap of faith, but they are scared to, and they're really working through that courage. So it might be that you see over a 3-month time that even though their next interaction might be them wrestling with themselves about it or really trying to work up the muster of that, you might find that like as things go on, that actually your person is going to be your person is going to be making some progress, which is good. So with the Fool, it says innocence, wonder, and new beginnings. Your person might have a hard time trying to create a new beginning with you. So there is that, but we're going to look deeper into that. We're going to see like why. So there is this. How are we already at 19 minutes? Oh my gosh. Okay. Beyond a 6-month, beyond a 3-month time, Rapunzel. Here's Rapunzel. Now she shows up. And Flynn Rider, 6 of Wands, upright. He's giving her like a little love note, and it says success, reward, achievement. Okay, so maybe within the next 3 months, your person is doing the inner work, but a little bit beyond that, I feel like you're going to see some I almost want to say steady progress. I heard steady progress from your person. And then I like that beyond 3 months' time, your person comes in and gives you a little love note, and it's really sweet and beautiful. And I love that, and both people are happy, and it's cute. 6 of Wands is a Leo energy, and Strength is a Leo energy. 8 of Swords and the Fool are Gemini energies. So there is that. And then, so those are some things that show up for you. And then, and I would say 6 of Wands. This is the card of a hero. This is the card. Now, your Flynn Rider might be a little rascal, though. You know, in the movie, he was a little rascal. So he might have to do something that is against society's norms to be with you. But I feel like he sends you, I would say Divine Masculine or Flynn Rider, he sends you a love note, and that's beautiful. And I like that. So success, reward, achievement. I feel like you get what you want. All right. Well, I can't believe that was 20 minutes already, when literally I was going to cut this off at half an hour. I might be a little more flexible on that, even though I am going to an extended, because I just want you guys to get a lot. But we're going to go to Pink Divine Love Oracle, though, and we're going to see a little bit more. All right, I'm probably not going to stick to half hour. I'm not going to go excessively long, hopefully, but I definitely, there we go. I definitely don't want to give you guys only like one card and be like, bye. All right. So, Pink Divine Love Oracle, we're going to look at your very next interaction between you and your person. What is the next way that your person is going to be interacting with you? We'll do 5. Well, we'll do, 5. And then, you know what? Because we have a short time frame, apparently, I don't like restricting myself, but I will do the next interaction most immediate. And then I will do 5 cards for the next important interaction. Because sometimes the next sequential interaction is not always the most important. But we're going to do Pink Divine Love Oracle 5 cards for the next most significant interaction with you. And then this is the most immediate. What will you get like most recent, like basically in the nearest future. So infatuation, lust bound, in over your head, and obsession. Well, you've definitely worked your little Disney magic, because I get that your person's infatuated with you. And I feel like they will give you signs of this. They will also give you signs of sexual attraction towards you. So where it wasn't initially showing up in the cards, I do get that it shows up now. So that is amazing. Oh, interesting. So check out how this has actually that skull and crossbones, which is interesting because the character that was Cinderella that looked like Rapunzel was actually using that. So that connected to, I believe it was the 4 of Cups card, where she had the little edgy skulls. So I would say that your person might be secretly lusting after you or secretly fantasizing over you if they feel like you're not interested. If they feel like they have the green light from you, then they might actually take action. So there is that. And I get balance. Are things equal? Time to make adjustments. Your person might immediately try to give to you back or do something to, give to this connection. So that's amazing. Sparks. Okay, these 2 cards are sex. Some of you, if you guys are in the point in your connection where you guys are having sex or you guys are sexual, I would say that would be happening. If you guys are not at that stage yet, I would say that your person is fantasizing about doing it, and they will probably be amorous to you in a way where you can tell they're attracted to you. Because they are very attracted to you. So with the infatuation and the lust and the sparks, which is usually like an Ace of Wands card, that's actually very strong. And it says chemistry, creativity, and new passion. Your person also might invite you to do something artistic. or share with you something in regards to your or their passions or hobbies or interests, which is cool. I get celebrations. They might want to ask you out to something that you know, that they know you like, that they know is like an activity of yours that you're like, oh yeah, I love this thing. I like the celebrations card, so this is wonderful. So this card is good times, get-togethers. I feel like the next immediate interaction that your person will do is I feel like they're going to want to ask you on a date. So that's actually beautiful, and it seems like it's very sexy. It's very, there's a lot of sexual attraction towards each other between the two of you. There's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. But I get that in regards to maybe making some relationship progress, there might be, not in the most immediate interaction, because I'm getting stubborn, which says like basically you're banging your head against a wall. So hard-headed, talking to a brick wall. So there might be some sticking points that your person has in regards to you in this connection that they might not be able to do. There might be some lines they can't cross. There might be some progress they can't make. There might be some commitments they can't offer. So it seems like there's still some block in some way, but oh my gosh, the sexy times and the dating and the infatuation and the obsession and all of that and wanting to have fun, I think that's great. All right, now the most important interaction coming up, falling apart, feelings fading and losing interest. Interesting. We'll see what that is. And then I get rose-colored glasses, see past the illusions and unkept promises. I have a feeling I wonder if you get sick of just having fun, sexy time with nothing more substantial. Off the hook, ignoring you on purpose. Okay, so either this is like a sad thing where you're feeling like they're not giving you the time and the attention that you're looking for, and that might hurt. That might be more of like a major interaction instead of you guys just like going out dancing, you know. And then time, divine timing and fated destiny. And sour patch, on hot and cold, mixed feelings on and off. Okay, so it seems like your next interaction will be light and fluffy and fun and sexy and playful and beautiful. But your next major connection, I would say it might be more of like a hurdle. It might be that you're feeling a little unloved. It might be that you lose interest in your person and you start kind of like fading them out. I want to show you all these cards, but I only have so many hands. I don't have so many hands. All right, so these what these look like. This looks like. These look like. All right. So yeah, so it does seem like it's a little tricky. So I would say that maybe a major future interaction might be like an assessment time for you where you're going to decide if you want to keep going with them. If they are giving you hot and cold, like maybe this is the hot part. The next immediate interaction is like a hot part. But then maybe if they have a pattern of like, then they go back and then they revert back to a cold part, or you know, they offer you promises and they can't keep them. Or, you know, it's like if they ignore you on purpose or they don't get back with you or they don't message you or, you know, and it's frustrating, then your feelings might start to fade. You might start to lose interest. You might have mixed feelings for them. And then you might feel like they're on and off behavior. Their hot and cold behavior makes you turn like a little, get the ick or get like a little like all over them basically. So I would say like the next immediate interaction is sexy, but a longer term outcome, even though we got 6 of Wands, which is wonderful. So that could be also just like a bump in the road where you guys assess it and you guys work through it. So that can also happen, that this is just kind of like a little heads up for you so that you guys can work through it, because we did get the 6 of Wands for beyond 3 months time. So maybe this hot and cold kind of like annoying behavior from them is like within the 3 months, but then beyond 3 months it's better, so that's good. So it also could be like you guys choose to work on it, but I would say it's definitely like a checkpoint for you. It's definitely like an important pause point so that you can check to see like if you want to keep going with them or not. Now anyways, all right, so we are at 27 minutes. I want to give you guys a final message so you guys can have that. I want to give a little more insight to their thoughts about you, and you guys are in different scenarios. So I'm going to do 5 cards from, yeah. All right. Actually, I'm going to do it totally different. I'm going to do this totally different. All right. I'm going to do Ocean of Emotion cards, and I usually do that to give insight to how they're thinking and feeling. I am going to switch this up, way up. I'm going to actually do Ocean of Emotion cards to see how you're going to be feeling on their next interaction, and then well, we can tell obviously the important interaction, it probably pisses you off. So we're going to say with the next immediate interaction, 5 cards to see how are you going to be feeling. All right, excellent. And then we're going to do, all right, so pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not going to take reversals. So pile 1 is this beautiful blue aqua aura. Pile 2 is going to be this lovely citrine. Pile 3 is going to be this rose quartz. Pile 4 is going to be this pink quartz. And pile 5 is going to be this cupcake fluorite. All right, so those are your piles. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to pick your pile. You can pick one or many piles. We can sometimes have many emotions coexist inside of our bodies at the same time. So there is that. So feel free to pick pile 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right, so before we get into that, for your final message, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do to support me and the channel. I appreciate when you guys comment, when you like, when you share. All that's amazing. That really helps out. If you guys would like an extra card today in regards to your next interaction with your person, let me know in the comments and say, Solaris, I'm here from pile 1. Could you please give me an extra card to describe a little bit about my most immediate next interaction between me and my person, and I will pull a pink divine love oracle for you to describe a little bit more about your next action with your person. Obviously, if you want to join me in the extended, we're going to look a lot deeper into that, and we're going to see a little bit more about like why in the farther action it gets a little weird, and then why in the next immediate action it's amazing, but you know, how does it get from that next immediate interaction to this kind of like squirrely one, which we don't love? And then how does it get from that to working itself out nicely with the 6 of Wands? Or is that also just part of the hot kind of part of your roller coaster connection? We will see. Does it even out and they work through this behavior and now they're good? Or does it keep going that that's a high point and then it goes low again and then high and then low again? So we'll see that too. So that is awesome. But if you guys do want an extra card, just leave that in the comments and I will pull one for you. That is amazing. Since YouTube is not really promoting my videos too much anymore with like the general public and only to my subscribers, I would love to invite you guys to subscribe to my videos if you want to. That will give you guys updates from whenever I release anything. And in the notifications section, just click the word all. When you click on the bell, select all, and that will give you guys updates when I release videos and also when I release posts in my community board, which I have been doing every Sunday called Replay Sunday, where I feature an archived video of the week where I feel like I channel and tune into what's going on in the collective at the moment and pick a video that best helps your situation. So that is very, very cool and helpful. I would have just updated the video, but since I am filming this on Thursday, and you're probably going to wait a week for it, I don't know what I've replaced it with, but I bet it's amazing, and you guys should check it out. Sometimes I try to film a lot of things in advance when I get very inspired, and today I woke up and I was like, I am so inspired, I have to channel. Even though I don't even have that video picked out for the future, for Sunday, I had to channel anyways. So that's cool. So that is helpful. Thank you guys also for everything that you do to support me, where you guys have been sending in money to my PayPal, to my Venmo, to my Super Thanks. That's been really, really helpful. You guys have been amazing, and I really, really appreciate that. And if you guys do want to go a little deeper with me, you guys can also book a private reading. If these general readings are super fun, but you want to go even more private and more specific, was it's just individual with you and your person, you guys can go to my website, fairyastrology.com. The information is in the description box. That will allow you guys to book a 15-minute, half an hour, 45-minute, or an hour reading where I look at your charts and their charts, and I use tarot and oracle, and we answer any romantic love life question that you have. So that's very cool. We can look at new people coming in if you're wanting that. We can see all sorts of things. We can look at past connections. So we'll do all sorts of fun stuff. And I do it anywhere in the world, either over the phone, WhatsApp, Skype, Zoom, or FaceTime. I just got a little love from Australia and Croatia, so shout out to you guys over there. So anywhere in the world, I can give you guys sessions, so that's cool. Also, if you guys have ideas for special requests for videos that you guys want to see, feel free to leave that in the comment section and I will make you a full-length video on it. So very cool. All right, now we're gonna get to your final message. So for those of you who've picked pile 1 with the Aqua Aura, I get sabotage. Things aren't always as they appear. So you might feel like your person is sabotaging things with you. So they might come across sexy and flirty and fun, but you might see in their words or some of their actions that they're also kind of sabotaging closeness. So that might be it. As well as the balance card, you might feel like, I don't know though. This is a really good time, but then they ruin it. You know, and we did see with the important interaction, there is a little tricky energy with that. So you might be worried that they'll sabotage it, or you might feel like they're going to sabotage it. Or for you, you might even feel like you might want to sabotage it to protect your heart. Sometimes we get very overly protective and we want to like distance ourselves from feeling vulnerable with our person, especially if you feel like they can't give you the commitment or the stability that you're looking for. That's a very natural thing that we do, is we can sabotage things or remove ourselves or just be very heavily defended. So that could be even something in your or their energy that you're feeling. For the citrine pile, and also this might be a warning to you if you're like, well, I don't want to sabotage it, then this is a really good heads up for you to notice your own actions and behaviors when you hang out with them or go on a date with them or talk to them and be like, am I sabotaging it? Is there something that I'm doing that is making this not flow or go in the direction that's like beautiful for us? So that might just be something to keep in mind as you move forward, so maybe you can prevent that. Desperate. I can't do this anymore. So the next interaction that you guys have, I feel like you might feel very desperately wanting to be with them. It might really, like if they're showing you like a little bit of like warmth and sexy times, it might make you feel like, oh my gosh, I want to eat it all up, or I'm very desperate for this commitment, or I really, really want it. Like it could just kind of fuel you up where you're like, oh my gosh, I must have it. I need this. Or if they have been doing this hot and cold behavior, but now they're in the like showing you affection part, it might be hard for you to trust it. For both of you guys, actually, you might have a hard time trusting it with your person. And it says, I can't do this anymore. So you might also think like, I don't know, how long are they going to keep this up for? I don't know how long I can hang in there for. And that might be something that you think. You might be like, well, all this like sexy romantic fun times is really well and nice, but if they're not wanting to give me something more like serious or more important or whatever, then like, what are we even doing? So it might be that you start to have kind of thoughts of that. All right, pile 3, where you guys get this pink rose quartz. Distance, you feel so far away. So you might feel like your person is giving you light, fluffy, sexy banter or fun, but you might have a hard time emotionally bonding with them. So it's interesting because it seemed like the first interaction you guys were having was very good. But then it seems like maybe there are these deeper vulnerabilities that come through or that get triggered during a time of like maybe lighthearted, sexy fun, which makes so much sense because we really do want connection. We want bonds. And if they're leading with sex, then it's hard to trust them sometimes. So I can see where maybe there's parts of you guys that kind of show up where you're like, I don't know. So with the distance, you feel so far away. One, it might be a long distance connection. And so if they connect with you in that way and like you guys are not going out in person, but they're flirting with you over the phone or flirting with you over text, or, you know, you guys are, you know, sending each other positive words of like if they have a birthday, then it could be like, you know, you're wanting more physical closeness, you're wanting more emotional closeness. So you might feel like they feel far away geographically and you're wanting to be close to them. Or you might feel like, you know what, they're feeling very emotionally distant, even though they're acting wonderful in a way that I would normally really want. All right, so for those of you guys who have picked this pink quartz, rage, okay. All of the anger I hold back is burning me up from the inside. So this might piss you off. If they're just leading with sex or they're not connecting on a deeper level, or if they are, you know, hot and cold with you and it's hard to trust it, you might feel hurt or fearful, but then it can sometimes be layered on top of that like a frustration or an anger. So I wouldn't say necessarily rage per se, but I would say that it might be like frustrating, especially if you've been asking them many times, like, where is this going? What are we doing? And they're not like addressing it and they're just leading with the sexual part, that could make you mad. All right. And then with the cupcake, fluorite, for you, week, I'm about to break. You might feel so sexually tempted by them, like especially if they're trying to seduce you or something, you might feel like you really want to give in. So for you, you guys might feel like you guys have more of like a sexy temptation and you're wanting to give in, or you're wanting to, move forward towards that. So there is that piece of it. Okay, so you might feel like, oh my gosh, I know I'm supposed to hold out for something else, but gosh, when they do that, I just love it, that kind of thing. So they might know how to pull you in. All right, my darlings. Well, I'm so sorry that it kind of turned a little bit crazy with some of that extra message stuff with like these emotions as well. I didn't want to really leave you guys there, but I do feel like that this was very helpful for you guys, so you guys can make some choices, so you guys can have some information. So that is cool. So now we're going to go to the final piece that I have. I know that was your final message, but I have something that I'm going to be doing now at the end of every reading, where you guys are going to be able to now see if you guys would like to join me in the extended. All right, pile one. So here is my magical chest where the universe is going to give us some questions in regards to what they want for me to channel for you today in regards to your next interaction with your person as we go a little deeper about this connection. So, all right. So first, what is their next move with you going to be? All right. So in your next interaction between you and your person, what will their next move with you be? Very juicy, very exciting. Oh, this is very helpful. What are they ready for with you? So in the extended, we're going to channel and see what are they ready for in this connection, or what are they ready for in your next even interaction together. So that's amazing. So it would be like, what are they ready for most immediately? Then I get, how did they feel the last time they saw you? Okay, so how did they feel the last time they saw you? So that's your last interaction, which will lead to your next interaction with them. What would they say to you from their soul or from their higher self? Okay, so universe wants me to channel for you in the extended what they want to tell you from their higher self or from their soul on a soul level, which is very exciting. And then finally, oh, okay, what should your next move be? Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so there might be a move you can make in your next interaction with your person, and the universe wants to tell you what that should be. Okay, well, I hope you guys join me in my extended. If not, no worries. I will see you guys in the next video, in the comments section, in any of my archived videos, or in a private reading. See you guys later. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what will your next interaction be with them. So very fun. I'm very excited to look into this for you. You guys have picked a couple of fun little magical Disney items. You guys first have picked Cinderella's shoe, of course. So you might yourself be a little Cinderella. I love the glass slipper. I think that's so iconic and so, so beautiful. I will put this in frame for you so you can see it. I'll probably put it there so it kind of lines my little space. You guys have also picked the Cinderella card from my Disney tarot card deck, which is very beautiful. And I love that you have Cinderella energy. So awesome. I also have this beautiful unicorn quartz. Well, it's an angel aura, but it's kind of like a beautiful little, crystal here. I will put this in frame for you so you can see it. And I've kind of adorned the table with all sorts of other little magical items. I feel like this video, the intro, it kind of reminds me, when you go to Florida as a kid and you walk through the magic castle for the very first time, Cinderella's castle, and you go to this store and everything in it is glass and it's just like so princess and so magical. So I kind of wanted to recreate a little bit of that, the castle gift shop. That was always really pretty. So that's awesome. And first we're going to see what is going on between you and your person right now. Okay, this really wants to flip out. Four of Swords, Ariel and Flounder, rest, break, and restoration. So you and your person might be on a break. That reminds me of Friends, Ross and Rachel. We were on a break. So you guys might be on a break. You guys might be in a no activity, no contact, low contact situation with your person right now. You might be in separation in some way. But it might be that you guys are in each other's lives, but you're not together. And this sort of energy. But I do get that you love your person very much. I feel like you care for them. And I feel like Ariel is just hugging Flounder like this. And that's very sweet. Also, Ariel and Flounder are best friends. So you guys also might have a friendship energy with your person as well. That's very beautiful. So I love this. Okay. Now I'm going to do a general relationship spread to see what is going on between you and your person, as well as I'm pulling out the cards. I'm just so excited to tell you that today is the first day where I am offering extended readings. So I'm very excited. I set up a website, an account on Gumroad, and there is in the description box, if you guys like this reading, I'm going to try to keep it to half an hour because I know it can go really long sometimes. But if you guys like this reading, then I'm going to offer an extended reading. So you guys are going to be able to check it out if you want to, if this really resonates with you, or if you just want to get to know more information about your pile and your person. Pile 1 was a little bit unexpected. So we will see what your situation is like. And then you can see if you guys want to join me in the extended readings. So if they go well, which I think they will, it seems like pile 1s went really well, they're extended, then I'm going to be making a habit of this and continuing to do extendeds. So this is awesome. If you guys have a topic that you would like for me to do a video on and an extended on, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will make a video for you. All right, so in regards to your relationship spread, we have your side, how you're thinking and feeling about your person right now, how they're thinking and feeling about you today, what your last interaction was that was important that has brought the two of you to this current spot, the future in the next 3 months, so what next interaction would happen between the two of you, if any, within a 3-month time, and then if any interactions happen between you and your person beyond a 3-month time, what that would be or what that would look like. So for your side, how are you thinking and feeling about your person right now, Cinderella? All right. I get the King of Swords in reverse. I get the King of Pentacles upright. And I get the Moon, which is Elsa, in reverse. So the Moon, Elsa in reverse. What I get for you with that is you might be feeling a little confused. You might be feeling like your intuition is a little blocked with your person. You might be feeling like they're being so much of a mystery that you can't really read them. Or you might, oh wait, no, the Moon is in reverse. So with the Moon in reverse, you might be feeling a lot of clarity. So with the Moon upright, it can feel confusing where you don't really know what's going on, or your intuition is very strong and you're trying to trust it because you don't know physical facts. With it in reverse, I would say that your person, or you towards your person, with it in reverse, I feel like that you're feeling a lot of clarity with your person and that you seem to know a lot about like what's going on, where you guys stand. It says also the reverse of this, illusions, unclarity, and deception. Exactly. You feel like your person is being honest with you. You feel like there is no illusion, that you have clarity, and that you're able to see the truth. So there is that. Then I get 2 kings, in one upright, one in reverse. So signs that show up are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Pent with the Moon, especially Cancer or Pisces. We have King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So we have Aladdin upright for the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because even though he was a poor street rat and did not have any pentacles for most of the movie, he did find the genie. He did get his dream come true. He was able to rise up in the ranks, and eventually at the end, marrying Jasmine, he got all the money. So it says leadership, prosperity, and abundance. So I would say that for your person, you're feeling like they're being a leader, they're taking charge, they are leading this connection right now. And that the King of Pentacles is always like a husband or a father energy. So I would say you might be thinking that your person would make a very good spouse, or that they in some times have shown up for you in a way that has been very committed or very in this partnership. You might be feeling a stability or longevity with your person. You guys might have some history together, which is strong. And then I get the King of Swords in reverse. This is Prince Philip, which is Aurora's prince. And it seems like with Prince Philip in reverse, it says discipline, power, and truth. So even though you feel like you have clarity, your person still might not be always communicating openly and honestly. And even if they don't share with you through communication, you know it anyway. So it seems like they're maybe holding back communication. They might not be leading with being very open or just like forthcoming. I get that they might not be coming forward in a way that's very powerful or very empowered of them, and they might not be having a lot of discipline in their life right now. So there is that. With the King of Swords in reverse, you might be feeling like your person is trying to show up in a way where they're not trying to use like strategy or come up with like a big plan, but they might not be communicating with you very often or very much or very openly. But you still seem to know the truth anyway, despite that. And the King of Pentacles, they still show up in a way that's reliable, that you can count on them. Then I get the Empress in reverse for how they perceive you, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse, which is actually the Cinderella card, but in reverse. So it seems like your person is actually having a little bit of a tough time right now in this connection, and they might even be having a hard time seeing you clearly. So they may not know what to make of you or of this connection, and they may not know what to do about it. So that is very interesting. So Four of Cups with Cinderella. Interesting, she is more of like a darker emo Cinderella with skulls and a candelabra and everything. And it says apathy, meditation, and disconnection. But because Four of Cups is in reverse, your person is feeling like you are very excited, that you might even embrace your shadow side. This Cinderella is embracing her shadow side. So you might embrace your shadow side, and that you might be very excited. You might be somebody that's a little eager or impulsive, and that you very much want a connection. So that is interesting when it's in reverse. And that you don't want to reject their cup of love. The Empress Belle, though, in reverse, it says beauty, fertility, creativity. They might feel like they are not the recipient of all of your nurturing and your gifts, and you're not like bestowing upon them your cornucopia of love. So they might feel like you are being withholding right now at this time, or that maybe they have not earned this energy. So it seems like, yeah, that they are trying to, maybe they feel like they can't have you, or they can't act on this, or they might just feel like, yeah, pile two is my Empress, but I can't have them, or that kind of thing. Or maybe you guys haven't been in touch a lot lately, that kind of thing. I get Four of Wands in reverse with Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Cups. This is usually like with all these community here, all these kind of servants, it seems like your person doesn't want to make you like work for them or do stuff for them. It seems like it might be the reverse. They might want to like do things for you. They might want to help you out. Usually the Four of Wands is a commitment, though. With it in reverse, I feel like there's maybe no commitment here in this connection. So there is that. And also it says community, celebration, and home. They might not live with you. You guys might not even be able to live in the same community right now. So maybe you guys live apart from each other or away from each other. And also it seems like they're not having a good time in this connection. It seems like they might be a little upset with how this relationship is not really like connecting the way that maybe either of you want. What happened in the past, your last interaction was an ending. I get the World. So either your last major interaction was that you guys maybe called things off, or that you guys are geographically separated. The Cottage of the Seven Dwarves, it says harmony, fulfillment, and completion. There have been also times in the past where you guys have been very fulfilled and very happy. So there is that. It also might have been that you guys ended something that was negative, and that you guys have been able to move past something that was hard. So maybe becoming friends after a breakup, or repairing after a fight. And then I get the Six of Wands in reverse. It seems like your person was having a hard time being a hero to you. And then the Hanged Man. It seems like in the past, yeah, I feel like you guys probably freed yourself from a connection with them. The Hanged Man, this might be an ex. I get Alice and the Cheshire Cat, and it says, because this is in reverse, it says sacrifice, abandonment, and suspension. So if you guys had a breakup, maybe you guys resurfaced for each other, maybe you guys came back. We've just been in a 4 to 4 to 6 week retrograde period with Mercury and Venus. So this might have been a reconciliation, or where you guys aren't like together, but you guys are not like estranged anymore. So you guys are in each other's lives. Maybe you guys have resurfaced for each other, but maybe you guys have not gotten back into a connection, like a relationship. So there is that. So it seems like you guys are, maybe you broke up and then maybe you guys reconciled, or you guys came back together in some way. It seems like maybe the estrangement had been there and then it fixed itself a bit. But yeah, still that Six of Wands in reverse is like not going to be able to really, I would say it's like you're still not really able to like be a hero to each other, or like communicate love to each other in the way that like you both want to. So it seems like the communication is still negatively altered or negatively affected here. Maybe because they feel like, well, pile 2 is not my girlfriend or my wife or my spouse or my, partner anymore. So I can't really communicate that. Or, pile 2 is not my empress. Like we broke up and they're not being my person anymore. So I feel like you guys are broken up or in separation or estranged or that kind of thing. Your next interaction together. This is your most immediate next interaction between now and 3 months. It still seems difficult. For some of you, you might not interact with each other in the next 3 months. For others of you, you might interact, but it might be harder. I get the Star in reverse, which is Tinkerbell. So you guys might still feel, or your person might feel like, or engage with you in a way that feels kind of like hopeless, in a way that's not really successful. You guys might try to interact, but maybe it kind of like fizzles or it doesn't really work too well. I also get confidence and rejuvenation. So your person also might not really have the confidence, or you might not really have the confidence in this connection, or you might feel very, very drained, very tired, and feel like there's not like a lot of physical energy to be able to connect with each other in that way. I get the 9 of Swords, which is Rapunzel, and I was looking to see if you had Rapunzel already. No. And you have Jasmine though, and Jasmine shows up in reverse, which is your Aladdin, who's upright, Pentacles is there. So you might have a hard time showing up in alignment, or your person might have a hard time showing up in alignment with all these reversals. So 9 of Swords in reverse is actually positive. It says that you're overcoming regrets, you're overcoming hopelessness. Okay, good. So where this hope is in reverse, you guys might overcome it. Okay, so you guys are working through some things where over the next 3 months, you guys are working on restoring hope in this connection. And it also seems like anxiety is reversed. So it seems like you guys are also working through overcoming anxiety, overcoming hopelessness, overcoming insecurity or not feeling confident, overcoming feeling drained, getting more physical energy, that kind of thing, overcoming areas where you guys regret certain things. Jasmine in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. So it says, yeah, so you might not be bestowing upon your person your femininity, or your love, your sweetness, your nurturing, your home feeling, and your energy. But with practicality in reverse, you might be acting very emotional, not very practical. So there is this. Okay. Beyond 3 months time. Lovely. Okay. Well, I mean, yes and no lovely. Yes, lovely. It's positive. Yes, Knight of Wands is upright. No, Knight of Wands is kind of a player and not really a stable, connected relationship. Knight of Wands is usually a sexual energy or a sexual coming in, or they might come in and then leave, come in and then leave. They might only be able to come in bursts. Belle and Prince Adam, it says action, adventure, and conquest. They might try to conquer you. They might try to have an adventure with you beyond 3 months. They definitely will take action on you. So they will take action on you beyond 3 months. So the time period between now and the next 3 months will be pivotal to be able to help them take action later. So all the inner work that you guys are doing, all the repairing and all the stuff that you're doing now, which kind of seems fruitless to you maybe, is actually working towards something good. It's working towards more of a common goal, or working towards fixing this situation that's good. The Knight of Wands I like, because even though it is like a kind of player energy where they come in for sex and leave, what I do like with this is it does seem like there is a togetherness with Prince Adam and Belle. I like how there is a couple here. There's a romantic energy. It could be that you guys get back into a partnership and then it's just very passionate with a lot of makeup sex. It could be that it's just a very passionate connection. So there is that energy. More zodiac signs that do show up. It is Sagittarius with Knight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Star is Aquarius and Aries energy. Empress is, I want to say Leo energy, but Taurus energy, Cancer energy. So those are some signs that show up very, very well. Leo energy with Six of Wands. Okay, now we're going to clear this away. We're going to do a little bit more about your next interaction as well as your longer than that down the road interaction that is more of a major interaction. So I'll explain. All right, so we're going to pull 5 cards to see what will your most immediate chronologically next action be with them. What will it be and what will it look like? And I'm not taking reversals for this. And then 5 cards for beyond that. What is your next important interaction? So what is your next very important interaction going to be like? All right, so this is your most immediate one. This is your next important one. All right, let's see here. So the next immediate one I get is alone. Okay, so there also might be some waiting time before this happens. So I get alone, closed off. It says loner. So there might be some alone time or some time in between your next immediate action. And then I get robotic heart, empty feelings, boring routine. You and your person might be going through boring routines in the day, in your schedule, in your week that kind of prevent you guys from bonding and from connecting and having this interaction. So you guys might have boring life stuff happen where you guys are kind of alone and by yourselves. Yeah, and I get locked out. Access denied, hard to reach. Either you guys have a hard time coordinating your schedules to make time for each other, or you guys might block each other or have each other blocked currently, or you guys might not have easy access to each other. So there is this. Then I get celebrations. Okay, so after this kind of time happens, and again, this might be like that hopeless part, you know, that star in reverse that we see. But then it moves to the celebrations. So that's great. And it says good times and get-togethers. So then you guys get together. And then you guys get to have fun times. You get to celebrate. You guys maybe talk. Maybe you guys go out. Maybe you see each other in person. Maybe you guys talk on the phone. Like then you guys have like a very fun, good get-together. And it says rose-colored glasses. See past the illusions and unkept promises. If your person has promised you things and let you down, or if you've been trying to see them and it hasn't been working out, I feel like you guys, normally this is a card of like you guys looking at things with rose-colored glasses, like maybe you guys are being a little more delusional. But in this case, because it's celebrations, I would say that you guys are putting the past in the past. You guys are seeing past anything that's negative. You guys are working past anything negative. You guys will have already by this point have worked through and past things that are negative. So you guys can see each other and connect in a celebration, having a good time and a get together. You guys might drink, you might go out to a bar, you might have champagne, you might have wine, that kind of thing. It might be a party. It might be an event like a wedding. It seems like it's some sort of event that happens or a date that happens. And then it seems like you guys are going to be able to see past all the problems in your connection in the past, and you guys are going to be able to move forward from there. So that is actually a very positive meaning of it. If you guys are drinking at the beach with sunglasses and some wine, like it could be that you guys go out somewhere that's sunshiny, that's beautiful, where you guys are wearing sunglasses and you guys are celebrating and drinking some celebratory wine or champagne or mocktail or whichever. Okay. The next important interaction between you and your person, off the hook, ignoring you on purpose. So it does seem like there might be something where you or your person ignores each other on purpose. I get balance, are things equal, time to make adjustments. So you and your person are trying to see if you guys can both give to this connection instead of one of you ignoring the other, waiting for the other one to come forward. So if you or they have been ignoring each other on purpose, or you guys ignore each other on purpose, you might be like, well, I can't pick up the phone and text back right away if, you know, my person is this or that or that. Or your person might be like, well, I have to ignore pile 2 right now because I need to do XXX thing, or I need to do this, or I'm not available, or I have to ignore them because I have to show that I am stronger. Or there might be some mind games. There might be some feeling afraid to be vulnerable with your person. It seems like maybe you guys are a bit like, I can't talk to my person if things are not balanced and equal, if they are not giving to this partnership the way I'm giving, I can't connect with them. So it might be that this situation is being foreshadowed for you guys so that you guys can make different choices in the moment. So if you feel like they're ignoring you on purpose, you might feel upset and cause a chain reaction. But if you're trying to ignore them on purpose because they're not giving a lot, then it might be about how do you ask for your needs instead of playing games. I get time, which says divine timing, fated, and destiny. So it does seem like maybe that you guys also can't be together. It can look like ignoring each other, but it might be that you guys can't be together until a divine timing, until a very important time. It seems like this very important, major interaction between the two of you is a fated destiny one. Then I get falling apart, feelings fading, losing interest. If they aren't really giving to you and making this connection balanced and fair at that time in the future, you might feel like your feelings are fading or you might lose interest in your person. And then I get blocked ascension. If your person refuses to grow, if they ignore you on purpose and they don't communicate to you very well and they're still communicating in a way that's very like closed off, shut off, or whatever, you might detach and check out. You might start to move on or date other people. And it seems like if they have like a blocked ascension, you're not going to be waiting around forever. So your more important interaction might be that you actually end up moving on. That might be that there's a catalyst moment for you where you're like, you know what, I think that for me, I need to do this and move forward in this way. So this is very interesting. Now I'm going to go to your, yes, I'm looking at the time. I wanted to keep it to half an hour, but we'll see. I want to see how will you feel emotionally on your next most immediate interaction. And I'm going to make this be an interactive piece. And again, if you guys want a longer reading after this final message for you, I do have an extended available. Feel free to go into it. I've not filmed it yet because I'm filming this part of it, but we will see what it looks like in the extended. And I will be pulling from my magical chest to see what, no jokes. I am pulling from my magical chest. That's a box. That is a box over there. And then I'm going to be seeing for you guys what questions the universe and spirit wants me to channel for you and ask for you on your behalf in regards to you and your person that will most help you out at this time to maybe make this situation better or to look deeper into your next interaction with them to maybe make it, because I'm seeing in your particular pile, you guys have a little bit of a tough one, honestly. And we can see if maybe there's something that you need to know that maybe it can be improved or maybe it could be fixed or worked on or that kind of thing. Or maybe that you do let go and there's other things for you. So we will see. But I have 6 piles for you for how you are going to emotionally feel on your next interaction with them. And I have this citrine, which is very cool. I have this golden sheen obsidian for pile 2. I have this cupcake fluorite, which is pretty dark, for pile 3. I have this malachite for pile 4. We have this titanium quartz for pile 5. And we have this bluish crystal, I don't know, probably quartz, for pile 6. But you know, the thing is I feel like that these are also feeling like a little dark. It might be hard for you identifying the piles. So I want to kind of brighten up some of your energy to give some like separation to the darkness, to the shadowist. I feel like maybe you guys have been going through a tough time. So there is this. Okay, excellent. All right, excellent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time. Feel free to pick the pile or piles that resonate with you, and we will get to it to see how you will emotionally feel on your or during your next interaction with your person. Okay, so before we get to that, I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and the channel. Everything you guys do is very helpful. I appreciate all of your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I appreciate when you guys request special videos. I appreciate when you guys leave emojis in the comments. Like, all that really helps me. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate when you guys send money to my PayPal and my Venmo and my super thanks. That helps me build the channel up. It helps me buy things like this cute stuff to be able to make more videos for you, which is awesome. And obviously, of course, I appreciate when you guys get extended readings from me, which is awesome. And I love how we've been able to do extra readings in the chat where I've been pulling an extra card for you to give you guys an extra message about you and your person. So I want to continue to do that. So I have the Pink Divine Love Oracle cards. So if you guys want an extra card to further illustrate a little bit more about what your next interaction is going to be with your person, and I will be honest, I'm not going to like put them back in the deck and only give you good ones. I'm going to see what your real next interaction with your person will be. And you can just say, hi Solaris, I'm from pile 2. Could you pull me an extra Pink Divine Love Oracle to see exactly like what's going to happen in my next interaction between me and my person? And I will pull it and I will give you guys that little help or that little hint. Okay. Also, you guys, I told you guys in the last video, but if you guys hadn't checked out my last video, which is what do they want from you and what should you do about it? And if you guys haven't checked it out, it's really good. You guys should definitely check it out. It's really awesome. I did tell you guys in that video that I am doing extendeds now, and also that YouTube is not really, they changed the algorithm, so they're not really promoting videos anymore to like the general masses. It's really going to be for the majority of it just for my subscribers. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe and then hit the notification bell which says all, and that will give you guys all updates of when I release new videos, as well as it will help you guys know when I replace, or just give you a reminder of when I replace my video from my Replay Sunday. So if you guys don't know what that is, I give a Replay Sunday. So every Sunday I feature an archived video of the week that I've channeled in the past at some point that I feel like will best help the collective at this time. And so recently I've had videos up about like, what are they thinking about you today? I've had one about aphrodisiacs. What do they love about you? I've had one about, what else have I had? I don't know, lots of stuff. And then I replaced it this Sunday, but technically I'm recording this video very early and I have not replaced Sunday's video yet. So you guys might want to check it out. I don't even know which one I'm putting up yet, but I bet it's awesome. So totally watch it if you want to. So that's in my community board. So you can go on my main page where it says posts, click on posts, that will bring you to the community board. And then you click on the link where it talks about which video has been featured recently, or you can scroll down and watch any of the ones I just mentioned that has been featured in the past. So that's very, very cool. All right, and if you guys want to go even deeper and you want a private reading from me, feel free to go to my website, and the information is in the description box, and it's fairyastrology.com. You guys can get a 15-minute, half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour reading from me, and I'll be able to channel for you guys like this, but even more specific and even more in depth, where I'm able to compare your chart to your person's chart if you have that information. If not, don't worry. I'll also be using tarot and oracle cards, which I can use even without the astrology, and we'll be able to look deep and answer any questions you guys have. I can do it from anywhere in the world, so I'm doing it, I've done it to Australia, I've done it to England, I've done readings, in Brazil and France and like everywhere. So no worries, I can give you guys readings from anywhere, and I do it over the phone, WhatsApp, Skype, FaceTime, or Zoom, whichever you prefer. All right, guys. Well, now we're going to get to your final message for this main part of the reading. So if you guys have picked this beautiful citrine, the way that emotionally you'll feel on your very next immediate interaction with your person is I get remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. So either your person expresses remorse to you and you feel bad that they are kind of like punishing themselves, or you feel bad about things in the past that have happened between you and your person, and you feel bad and maybe you apologize. Or maybe they apologize to you. All right, for those of you who have picked this golden sheen obsidian combined with this beautiful aqua aura, the way emotionally you would feel on your next immediate interaction is worried. It feels like I'm carrying the weight of the world. So it seems like you might feel a little triggered. It seems like in your next interaction, you might feel a little anxious. So there is that. You may need to self-soothe, you might need to ground yourself, or you might have irrational fears or worries resurface, or you might be scared about things happening that happened in past relationships, or it might be that they do things that trigger you. But it seems like you might be feeling a little anxious or a little worried in your next connection, your next interaction with your person. For those of you who have picked this beautiful rose quartz and this cupcake fluorite, you emotionally would be feeling despise. I'm full of hate. Okay, so they might piss you off. They might make you feel angry, or you might be venting to them about something in your life that's made you mad, and you share that with them. Or you might be feeling frustrated if they're doing something that you don't like, or they might be venting to you in regards to something and you're like, oh my God, I hate that person, or I hate that that person's around you, or I hate that that happened to you, like that kind of thing. All right, for those of you who have picked malachite for your next most immediate interaction, emotionally you will feel faithful. It seems like for you, you have a lot of optimism that the two of you will be able to come back together in good time. And you might also have a loyalty towards your person and feel very faithful. And it says, I know we will find our way back to each other in divine timing. So you have a lot of faith that you guys will be able to continue along this path together and maybe even strengthen your connection. For those of you who have picked this pink crystal, as well as this titanium quartz, your emotions when you guys interact next. Secrets. I hate not knowing what's going on. So you might want your person to open up to you more. You might be like, are they keeping a secret from me? Do they know some stuff they're not telling me? Or you might be keeping a secret from your person and be like, I don't know if I want to open up as much. I don't know if I want to make myself so transparent. Maybe they need to try harder, or maybe they need to show that they're really creating a safe space for me to open up. And it seems like you're like, I really want to know what's going on. I really want to know, or they might really want to know what's going on in your life. And you guys will probably connect because you want to catch up and you want to know like what's going on. Then for you guys who have picked pile 6 with this aquamarine crystal, colored crystal, I get beauty. Your natural beauty takes my breath away. So you might be feeling a little dazzled by how attractive your person is, or you might be feeling like, wow, they're such a beautiful person. They're such a great soul. I feel like you might be feeling a little dreamy, or you might be feeling super sexy and gorgeous and hot and beautiful and confident with your looks and maybe sending them some pictures or showing up in a great outfit or whichever. So you're going to be feeling very beautiful, and you're probably going to feel like they're a very beautiful person. So that is amazing. Yay. All right. Well, that is what I have for you for your final message part. And now we are going to go to what universe and spirit wants you to know in regards to what is coming up in your next interaction with your person for the extended. So if you're joining me in the extended, then I'm going to pull cards from this box to see what does the universe and spirit want me to channel for you so that you guys can look deeper into the situation with your person so that you guys can navigate things in a way that really works well for you. So I have my magical chest here. We are going to see what the universe and spirit wants me to channel for you guys in the extended as we go deeper into the connection between you and your person. Okay. What will they say to you in the next 3 months in regards to your next interaction? So what will they say to you in the next 3 months for your next interaction that's more in the near future? What are their confessions? So what would your person like to confess to you in your next interaction with them? What did they think about your last important message or conversation? So what did they think about your last interaction and the things that you've said to them or the messages you sent to them? What are you learning from this connection? So spirit and the universe want you to know, what are you learning from this connection? And yes, absolutely, the thing that literally needs to happen the most. How can you remove any blocks to communication? So how can you remove any blocks to communication in your next interaction? Because It did seem like your person's a little bit of a locked box, but they are not a locked box now. They are an open chest. Anyway, guys, I hope this has helped you. I hope you join me in the extended, but if not, that is totally fine. I will see you guys next time in my next video or in any of my archived videos or in the comments or in a private reading. See you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your video today where we are focusing on what will the next interaction between you and your person be like. So I'm very excited for this video, and I'm also very excited because this is the first video where I'm able to make an extended for you guys. So I'm so excited. So if you guys at the end of this video, you feel like it resonates and you want to be able to, watch more and go more in depth, then just go back to the description box where you found the timestamps and then just scroll down where it says extended readings and click on the link. You guys are Pile 3, Tiana, and you guys are going to be able to click on that link and go to the extended, and you guys can get the extended today. So in the meantime, you guys have picked a couple of magical items. You guys have picked Tiana from my Disney deck. Very cute. And you guys have picked the biggest, most beautiful. Now, I was wondering, is this a surprise box? Is this open? Actually, I think it is. I think it is a jewelry box, actually. But it's taped, so it's shut. And that might actually be part of the connection between you and your person. You might feel like you and your person are locked, and you guys might have to think about or figure out. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's more than one place. Okay, it might be that you need to unblock them or they need to unblock you in more than one area. So you can undo one of them. You'll be able to open it up. It just seems like you might feel like it's glued shut right now. You guys might not be in communication. You guys might not be talking right now. You guys might be broken up or in separation. But anyway, you did pick this gorgeous, stunning, beautiful lotus jewelry box. Some precious jewels can be inside. All right, I'm going to put it here next to the moon that I have for you, which is beautiful. I love this quartz moon. It's beautiful. Maybe the new or full moon will be important to you with this connection. I'm also dressing your set with some lovely quartz. Again, it always shows up better in person than in the video. I don't know why, but anyway, it's beautiful. So feel free. And then this is not a surprise box today. Sorry to burst a bubble. This is just a pretty glass and vase with a crown on it, because every girl needs a glass vase with a crown on it, I think. Anyway, we're going to start off first, and we are going to look at the relationship spread between you and your person, because we want to see what's going on in this connection. All right, and I will take reversals for this part of the video. This is your side, how you're thinking and feeling about them. This is their side, how they are perceiving this connection and how they are thinking and feeling about you. This is the past. This is your last interaction together that has influenced where you guys are currently at with each other. This is your next interaction. So this is like sequential order in the timeline of life. So this will be the very next interaction you guys have, if any, within the next 3 months. And this will be the next interaction that you guys have, if any, beyond a 3-month time period. So we're going to look a little bit into your next actions or your next interactions with your person, see what happens. So right now, how are you feeling about this connection? I feel like you want to get back together with them. And for a lot of you, there's a big part of your heart where you feel like they are your soulmate. I feel like you want to hug them or snuggle them or cuddle them. I get the 6 of Cups upright. I get the card Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. This is very beautiful. I feel like there's such a love here in this pile. There really is a caring that you feel for your person. Healing, restoration, and memories. So you do have beautiful memories between you and your person. There also might be a lot of healing that you feel like needs to happen in this connection or that has happened. And I feel like there's a lot of you that wants to restore this connection to its former glory, if not better. Then I get the 8 of Wands in reverse, but no one's talking, or you're not talking to them. So the Eight of Wands represents no communication happening. Eight of Wands upright is about communication and things happening fast. But with you not talking to them, it seems like, or with no communication between the two of you, it seems like things are at a standstill, even though it seems like you still want a reuniting. Magic carpet and a boo. It seems like nobody is going on a magic carpet ride today. Excitement, movement, and speed is not happening. So it seems like things are stuck. And then I get the Nine of Pentacles, which is the fairy godmother. Now, I have to say, there is actually a very special piece that I'm incorporating in the extended today. I'll just get to it. I actually forgot to do it for pile 1 and 2 because it was locked in my room. And once the cats are locked away, I am not disturbing them because then they will scratch and they will meow and they'll be so annoying. And so basically, the fairy godmother is about making miracles happen. And you know, she said, you know, sometimes even miracles take a little time. So if you're praying for a miracle in this connection, it might take a little time. But what I do have, which I will be doing for your extended, and actually neither of pile 1 or 2 gets this, but in the future, all of your extendeds will get this. At the very end of the extended, I am going to ask, there is a miracle question in this. So this is a collection of postcards where I have written on them different action steps. And they're so pretty, right? Like all these postcards are like stunning and beautiful. So I have written secret messages on the back about what miracle will happen in your connection, which I'm only going to do. So I'm only going to incorporate this in my extendeds. It's very exciting. And we would see like what miracle would change in your connection to make this kind of situation move forward. So I have all sorts of cool stuff that you can get in the extendeds, which is awesome. And you're going to want that, including I have 4 decks that I bought last night at like 3 in the morning, and they're going to arrive between the next 4 to 6 weeks. So right now the extended will be using decks that I currently have, but I have 2 18+ sexual fantasy decks that are coming. So if you guys are interested in a little sexy peek check-in, we can do that when they arrive. And then I have another cute little Sugar Rush candy deck, which is cute, made by the Pink Divine Love Oracle Lady. So awesome, Jennifer Aquarius. And I also have a cute little spooky Halloween adorable Oracle deck as well, which is so cute. So I have those decks coming. They're super adorable. I will be using them in the extendeds as time goes on. So those are some things you guys can expect in the future coming up. Now with this, so I get the Nine of Pentacles, Fairy and Crystal Shoe, but it is in reverse. And I have to say, you guys did not pick pile 2 with Cinderella's shoe now, did you? No, you picked Tiana. Tiana is somebody, now you might relate or resonate with Tiana. You might connect with Tiana. You might look like Tiana, or your person might. You might have hardworking earth sign qualities and traits to you, or your person might. You might be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or your person might. But Tiana is a hardworking, badass princess who has to, unfortunately, kiss a frog to find her prince. And you might have felt like you've had to kiss some frogs to find your prince. But you did not pick Cinderella's pile. You did not pick her shoe. And in this case, it seems like you might be waiting for a miracle that hasn't come yet. You might be waiting for the right shoe to fit the slipper. It says prosperity, reward, and luxury. You might not be feeling very prosperous in this connection right now. You might also be feeling like there's not really a lot of rewards. You might not even have been doing some things that were like fun and luxurious and fancy and bougie. But you might be dreaming of that. You know, Tiana did dream a lot about how to build her dream restaurant, her dream business. And so there might be some dreaming in regards to, like, if you met this person at work and they're a work connection for you, or if for whatever reason you've done some work or projects with this person, or if you've helped their career or they have helped your career, or if your careers are something that might be getting in the way of this connection. So there is that. What happened? Your last interaction. It seems like your person stopped. And your person has had a lot of passion for you in the past. And they tried not to be selfish with their sexual desires. But I get the Knight of Pentacles where in reverse. So if you feel like you and your person were progressing, were moving forward slowly, but still working towards it, and then it just all of a sudden stopped. So it seems like your most important interaction in the past, or a important interaction that has led to basically you guys not talking to each other and wanting to get back together, was most likely a breakup or a stalling or a fizzling out of the connection, or a not continuing. So the Knight of Pentacles is usually like this energy has stopped. I get Aurora and Philip though, which is interesting because you get Aurora for wanting to get back together. So I would say that you want to get back together because in the past you guys have stopped. Knight of Pentacles, again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy strong. And I get that maybe you weren't able to depend on them, or maybe this connection was a little bit too volatile or a little bit too unstable for this dynamic. Now, with the Five of Swords in reverse, it's interesting. Your person was trying to keep their little villain, their little Captain Hook, at bay. They were really trying to be a better person, I feel like, or being a good person. They were trying to maybe repress their shadow side. It seems like they were trying not to be disagreeable. So your last interaction, I feel like, was probably not an argument, but it may have been a not participating energy. I get that this person was trying to avoid conflict with you and was trying to not be overly ambitious, but work may still have gotten in the way. So there is that. And then I get Ace of Wands, dopey. So your person might have made an impulsive action that was stupid. Your person also, I feel like, had tried to come in with a lot of sexual energy as well, which might have been impulsive and maybe even at the time inappropriate or unwise. But I do feel like they were trying to lead with that. I get desire, inspiration, and weakness. Your person might have been weak to the sins of the flesh. Your person might have given in to their sexual temptations or to their desires. Then I get for you, how do they see and perceive this connection with you? Interesting. I get the Three of Cups, which is a Snow White card. So now you both are getting cards for piles you guys did not pick. Maybe you guys did not choose your person, or maybe they did not choose you, or maybe you did not choose them. Maybe you guys couldn't open up to each other in that way. So Three of Cups upright might have been also third party situations. You also might have been drawn to pile 1 or pile 2 as well, but for a different person. So I get Snow White and Bluebirds. That's cute, but it represents 3 birds, so 3 people. It could have been third party. I get happiness, friendship, and community. So I do feel like that your person did feel very happy with you and might even still feel very happy with you. And maybe you guys even have a friendship. There might be a third party even still going on, or maybe you guys connect with each other in the community, or you guys are associated with common friends. But I get the High Priestess, Maleficent in reverse, and I get the Eight of Cups, Mad Hatter in reverse. So I'm going to go to this first. So Eight of Cups, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter is a little bit like Dopey, a little bit like where Dopey is a little bit stupid. I would say Mad Hatter is a little bit crazy. Your person with it in reverse is trying to like manage and regulate their crazy. They're trying to not like spill it all over the place. But also the Eight of Cups is about walking away. With it in reverse, it's about maybe coming back. So it seems like both of you are on the same page where you guys would like to reunite with each other. The Mad Hatter is a little bit about your person might have a hard time thinking of creative solutions, or they might think it's impossible. Your person might also think you're not open to it. I get weariness, restlessness, and away. And it's interesting because it's like sometimes we can go crazy when our person has left. Your person is trying to like put the lid on their kind of like their emotions, bottle it up. They're trying to bottle up their emotions. Right now, they're trying to not go crazy that you're gone. But I do feel like they want to come back in. And I get the High Priestess, Maleficent in reverse. And I feel like this is interesting because with this card, it says mystery, wisdom, and intuition. I feel like they might be still trying to check up on you. They don't want you to be a mystery. So I feel like they might be still trying to obtain information about you. They might be secretly looking at your social media. I feel like that there's a lot of intuition that pulls them towards you, but they're trying to go with logic. And they don't want to be kept out in the dark. Other zodiac signs, besides just the earth signs that are strong, we have Cancer zodiac sign energy with Six of Cups. We have Pisces energy with High Priestess. We have Mad Hatter. I look at that as like a Gemini energy. So there is this. So I would say those signs also show up strong. I would even say Scorpio energy as well, because I've seen some Six of Cups having Scorpio energy. So there's some of their other kind of signs. Magic Carpet Ride, Eight of Wands is Sagittarius. So that shows up as well. So there is this. Your next interaction in the next 3 months, I would say probably not. The reason why is it seems like there's still the ending in this connection, and your person and you are still trying to figure something out. All right, so first of all, I get the Ten of Swords with Lady Tremaine. Now, the Ten of Swords represents the ending. It is upright. So your person and you are still dealing with the aftermath of the breakup or the ending or the separation. And it says failure, collapse, defeat. So it seems like maybe your person feels like you guys failed, or you guys were defeated, or you guys collapsed, that kind of thing. Then I get the Seven of Cups, Prince Philip, confusion, choice, and daydreaming. So your person might fantasize about you. They might daydream about coming back in. They might be confused about how to make it happen because you guys have ended things and maybe they feel like they failed. They feel like they have a choice to make that maybe they're procrastinating on. Seven of Cups is usually about not making a decision or not making it tangible or not grounding it in. So I would say that your person might be that. Also, if you look at the Horse and Prince Philip, they look exhausted. So your person also might be exhausted or physically healing, or very, very tired, or maybe drained. Maybe your person and you feel like, wow, you know what? We long for each other. We love each other a lot, but I don't know if I have the energy to go back in right now. I get the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you both feel like you've been rejected by your person. And it's Belle, which is interesting because I get that with Belle that this is like the darker shadow side of Belle. She has little bat wings and it's almost like she's cosplaying like the shadow side of her. So it seems like maybe you guys gave into the shadow side of yourselves, or maybe your person did, or maybe you did, and it seems like there's some shadow sides going on. It does seem like that the awareness is not there. You guys might not be aware of what the other one wants. I did just release my last video in regards to what does your person want with you and what should you do about it. That is my most recent video. So if you guys haven't checked it out, there might be messages in there for you. I get worry and insecurity. So your person's not worried. I feel like they might have some confidence still left that you guys could get back together. But I also get, because they feel pretty secure about it, but they're also not choosing it. And you're both feeling rejected, I would say. And maybe not aware of what the other one wants. In the future, beyond a 3-month time, I wonder if you guys just walk away for good. Because I get the Justice card in reverse, which is a card of commitment, but it's in reverse. It's Mulan and Mushu. And I get clarity, truth, and responsibility. So it seems like your person and you may still continue to not really have clarity about where the other one stands, maybe because you guys aren't opening up. But maybe that could change based on how you guys, get information in this reading. So this whole reading might actually be a heads up for you, or a way to be able to make it change, especially in the extended with the miracle question. So that would be very interesting to see what can change or how to change it. So Mulan and Mushu, the best friends, but in reverse. So you guys might not even really be friends at this time, or there may be a friendship but not a relationship, or you guys might be in a weird gray area. So yeah, it seems like you guys don't have clarity, you guys are not communicating your truth to each other, and you guys, for whatever reason, are not taking responsibility for maybe even healing this, or taking action on healing this. So there is that. And it might be because you feel like you've tried in the past and it hasn't worked, or your person has tried in the past and it hasn't worked. But it seems like that, yeah, things are still kind of maybe up in the air or confusing, or there's like still a gray area. All right, now we're gonna go to Pink Divine Love Oracle. Now, I know that the card said you guys might not even have any interactions in the next 3 months, or even beyond that, because you guys might walk away. But if you were to have an interaction, we're gonna see what it looks like. Especially if maybe you guys changed some things, or you guys figured some things out maybe. Let's see. And also people have free will, so it could look like it's not destined to happen, but maybe you guys make it happen anyway. So that's happened in the past before. So we're going to try 5 cards, and we're going to see. And I kind of almost want to look at like what are maybe your blocks to having an interaction. I mean, I kind of feel like some of it I know, but we can look a little deeper into maybe why you guys wouldn't have interactions at all. Especially if you guys maybe are having a friendship or trying to have a friendship. I'm going to try that then. I'm going to pull a few untold truths of the heart because you guys aren't talking to each other. Also, if you guys are talking and this doesn't feel like your pile, you may want to pick another pile because I am going to read it from here like this. All right, perfect. So we're going to do 3 untold truths of the heart about what maybe could change, or like, why are you guys not having an interaction within like immediately, and then maybe beyond 3 months time, why wouldn't you at all? Usually this was supposed to be the section in pile 1 and 2 where we had your next one and then your most important one. But I would say for you guys are at such a standstill, you guys might not have one at all ever. So it would be about, okay, well, how do we fix it? And again, this might not be your pile if you guys have been interacting and stuff. Unless you guys just recently like broke up yesterday or something. Maybe you guys need some downtime or some distant time. But let's see. So in regards to this, like what's blocking it? Influences, dark attachments, third parties. Yeah, we got third party. So for you guys might be at a stuck standstill because of a third party situation. So interesting with influences. Emotional whirlwind, your person trying to bottle up their emotions. They're very affected, they're very dramatic, they're very unstable, and they might not want you to see that. So they might be having an emotional whirlwind that they don't want to show you. They might feel embarrassed or shameful about it. They might feel anxious or scared they wouldn't be accepted with it. And then I get depth, complexity, awareness, and importance. You and your person may have, for whatever reason, a hard time going deep with each other. So there is that. But if you were to have an interaction in the next, let's say, 3 months of time, what would it be like between the two of you, especially if you could change something? Worst, okay, maybe it's better you guys don't interact right now. Maybe this is not a good person for you, pile 3. I get worst nightmare. Karmic connection. It could be a karmic connection for some of you. It could be that they're in a karmic connection and it makes their life hard. It could be that this would actually be a bad choice for you. Maybe this would be like a negative situation for you. It could be like if you got this person, maybe it would be like a nightmare of a relationship. And maybe it would go badly for you. Yeah, rainy days, painful feelings, tears of sadness. I feel like if there was any kind of interaction between you guys in the next 3 months, it would be, or even have to be, a repair. It would have to be like one where you're both very vulnerable with each other and you're really opening up to each other and you're really sharing your feelings with each other and you're really sharing why you feel sad that you're not together. And wishes, okay, it might actually connect to the wish box. It might be that there has to, okay, I would say something would have to change in order for your future to change with this person. You guys would have to have a change. And it says wishes coming true and dreams coming into fruition. Yeah, you guys would have to have a change. You guys would need to make a positive change and move into a different direction. I get muse, and I'm not taking reversals for this oracle. Artistic inspirations and entertainments. You guys could do something artistic or artsy together. You guys could do something creative, musical, or like visual art related or acting related, like theater, movies, TV, stuff like that. Modeling, anything very artistic, creative, photography, painting, drawing, singing, performing. And then I get chaos, trauma, drama, fighting, arguments. Okay, maybe it's just not the right timing for you guys to have an interaction. It seems like if you guys were to have one, maybe it would be so bad that maybe your higher self and their higher self is just avoiding it. Or it might be like if you guys do have one, you guys are really going to have to get creative with how you guys talk about it. And you guys would really have to like really tackle and work through maybe some of the deep depression or the trauma or the chaos or the drama or the arguments or, you know, that sort of thing. Otherwise, it might be that you guys had a dynamic or a connection that was just going to continue spiraling and getting worse and worse and worse. Let's see. So maybe you guys had a situation where you guys really needed to take space so that you guys were not making it way worse for yourselves. Then in the future, okay, so I feel like in the future the thing is you guys might be both hoping you reconnect but not do anything about it, not taking any action. Or you guys might still just be like, you know what, my long lost love, I still have memories of them. You know what, I still hope my long lost love will come forward. So I feel like that there is a memories card, there's a hoping card, which is again making a wish on a dandelion, and an only you. So it does seem like that you guys really have your heart set on each other, but nobody's talking. Nobody is making a move. They might have blocked you or you might have blocked them. It seems like it's maybe not even as simple as just calling them up. Like it seems like there might be like harder to reach them. So I get bittersweet, dwelling, and reminiscing. It might be that you guys just stay stuck in, or they stay stuck in like, oh, I'm just nostalgic. I just miss my person. Oh, I'm just bittersweet about it. I just dwell and reminisce, but I don't do anything. I don't take action, especially if you guys are like moved on in different relationships, but you think back to the past, that kind of thing. And you wonder like, will my person ever reach out in the future? Would we ever talk again? You know, and time has gone by and it's been a long time, like years, like that kind of thing. Waiting, expecting, and manifesting. You guys might be just like in a perpetual waiting energy, a perpetual memories, a perpetual nostalgia, and then only you, which is fixated, attached, and hypnotized. So I feel like you guys might also, this is a message that might be a little painful to hear, but I want to share it with you if in case this helps you. You guys might be stuck or attached to a person from the way past that you guys are hoping would come back for you that has never come back. And you might find that like with this person that you're just like waiting for them forever, or like you're just fixated or attached on someone that's like never coming back, especially if it's been a very, 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 very long time. So it might be that that's kind of tricky. But if you guys were to have an interaction beyond a beyond a 3 month time, even though I did say 5 months, so I would say beyond a 3 to 5 month time. And again, I'm not taking reversals. So their energy might still continue to be hot and cold with you with some mixed feelings. It might be on and off. Behavior, it seems like it might be a continuation of it being a little bit dramatic. They might be also just coming in so slow. Again, the timing might be like maybe they come in years, you know, or like so far off in the future that it's just like a snail's pace for them to come back in. I get steps. You might see some steps, some forward movement from them though. With this, I get steps, forward movement, and momentum. So there might be like 1 or 2 steps forward, or you might have like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that kind of thing. It really says slow progress, reevaluate here. And then I get incoming abundance, which is reliable structure and foundation. So I do feel like maybe you guys would still just focusing on like, if let's say you guys work together, but you guys don't talk to each other anymore, maybe you guys just go about your careers and your lives and you just focus on work. Or maybe you had a work connection and it led you to different jobs, but now you guys are working for different companies and you just go on that path. For some of you, very few rare people of you, I would say maybe it becomes a more of a reliable connection. Maybe you guys could become like colleagues, or you guys could become like associates or like good connections, that sort of thing. And I get super sweet, charming, and kind gestures. Maybe you guys could be friends, or you could be acquaintances, or you guys could be colleagues, especially like if you guys are associating with each other like in the same field or that kind of thing. So it does seem like things might stay a little stuck or a little bit difficult like for a while. So it might be that this person is kind of a nightmare for you or not a good energy, or it could be that this person is somebody that might just take forever to come back in, or maybe it's that you guys are stuck in a stalemate because nobody's taking action. So it could be as simple as that. All right, now I want to go, I don't know, what I did last time was I did Ocean of Emotion for how you would feel in this next interaction, but now I kind of feel like I want to do something else. I almost feel like I want to say like, what about new people coming in for you guys? But I don't know if you guys want that. If you guys want that, I do have a video about like new people coming in. I have a couple of them on my channel. One of them more recently about new people. There's a lot of like green and blue in the video. And then there's one before that, which is actually the video that you see when you subscribe to the channel. So if you guys have not subscribed, please subscribe. That will get you guys updates of whenever I release new videos. Just go to where it says notifications and then click the bell where it says all, and that will give you guys updates for when I release new videos here, as well as it'll give you updates for when I release things in my community board, where you can go to where I say on my main page, you go to where it says posts, and then you click on it. That's the community board, and you can scroll down to see any of my archived videos. Every Sunday, I put up a new video on Replay Sunday, where I put a new and feature a new archived video of the week where you guys can watch and you guys can see different situations or scenarios in regards to like your person. I feel like, so there's that. I feel like I want to do something like maybe more self-helpy, because I feel like you guys might be going through a really tough one. Or do I want to go through... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do as your final message is I'm going to give you some twin flame guidance oracle where you guys can pick some advice for you as you guys move forward. So either like what you can do to change the situation or the dynamic maybe, like a little bit of an information about that. And again, we'll have more helpful information in the extended for you. And then also maybe even, I would say even maybe what you could do maybe to like heal yourself in the meantime, or at least heal yourself, you know, that kind of thing. So I'll get that. So twin flame guidance oracle cards. And if you guys want, in the comments, feel free to say, hi Solaris, I'm from pile 3. Yeah, this pile resonates with me a lot, and it is really tricky between me and my person. Could you please pick for me another twin flame guidance oracle card? And I will put that in the comments for you in regards to like an additional card just for you, where you guys could maybe do something in the meantime to even help change the situation, or where you guys could, you know, maybe make a miracle happen, or where you guys could at least heal yourselves in the meantime. So I feel like that might help you guys a lot as well. So, all right, so we have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am not going to be taking reversals for this. You know what, actually I'm gonna do one more thing. I kind of don't like leaving you guys with a you may never hear from them again. I am going to actually shuffle. I want to check and layer onto these cards timing. I want to see, like, is that really true? Is it really that you'll never hear from them again? I'm going to see when there might be an opportunity for you guys to have maybe more of a repair. I wouldn't even say more of a healthy connection, because I can't even promise that. But I would say, especially, you know, with what I've seen, but I would say where you guys might be able to have kind of an opportunity for an interaction if you are wanting that. So there's a twin flame guidance as well as a timing card. So first I'm going to use this rose quartz to symbolize pile 1. This will be the interactive piece where you guys can pick which pile or piles resonate with you between you and your person. I will do a malachite for this crystal for pile 2. I will do pink quartz for pile 3. We'll do citrine for pile 4. We can do cupcake fluorite for pile 5. And we'll do aqua aura for pile 6. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel free to pick the pile or piles that resonate with you. And you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. And then we will get to it. All right. So before we get to that, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for everything you guys do to support me and the channel. I really appreciate that. So I appreciate when you guys leave comments and emojis, when you like and share the videos with your friends, when you guys interact with me in the comments. Honestly, I love when you share your story with me. I really feel like it's been like really bonding, and that's been so beautiful. You guys have been sending me tips to my Venmo, to my PayPal, to my super thanks, and thanks for giving you guys readings. That really helps me, and it helps the channel. It lets me buy, you know, stuff like this where I can help you and, you know, channel for your love life with these different things, which is very beautiful. So thank you guys for doing that. And definitely thank you guys for subscribing, because YouTube will only promote my videos now to basically my subscribers and maybe a couple of other people. So thank you guys for subscribing, because that's how you'll be able to see my videos in the future, because I don't know if you'll see them just scrolling around on YouTube. So that is awesome. Definitely feel free to check out the extended if this pile resonates with you and you want a deeper look, especially if you want more of like a miracle help. Definitely for that, for sure. And if you guys do want a deeper reading, more in a personal reading, you can feel free to go to my website, fairyastrology.com. I am giving private readings at this time, and you can see I give readings in 15-minute intervals. So 15 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, or an hour. Fairyastrology.com is in the description box as well, so you have my contact information there. We can set up a phone reading or a video reading. On video, I do WhatsApp, Skype, Zoom, or FaceTime, and I can do a reading for you anywhere in the world you are. I've done readings in Australia. I've done readings for people in France, for people in England, for people in Asia, for people in Brazil, like, and anywhere. So Hawaii, like, I've done readings all over the globe. So feel free to to check it out. And if it resonates with you, feel free to get a private reading with me. It can really help to be more specific, to look at the situation between you and your person. I could give you like very specific advice, very specific direction, and help in regards to your person and how to like make this connection maybe work better for you, especially if you've been in no contact or in this, situation for a while now and it's been hard. So I can definitely help you guys out with that. We can basically look at your astrology charts and I could compare yours to theirs, especially if you have their birthday. If you don't, no worries. I can still, and either way, I would incorporate the tarot and oracle cards that I have to help answer questions about your love life in general, or we could even see who's coming in for you that's new if you're really frustrated with your person and you want some new energy. We can definitely do that. Or even like some like therapeutic like coaching where I can help you guys heal your hearts or help you guys as you move forward. So, all right, guys, without further ado, we will go to this pile 1. If you guys have picked the rose quartz, I would say that there is an opportunity where your person would actually feel strong enough to take action on you. I would say it's a little maybe sexual. They might lead in a sexual way because I do see gray sweatpants. Anybody attracted to masculines, you know what I mean. And this picture, there's a dog in it. I feel like your person might be trying to work on their health, on their body, on their mind, on their finances. They might be trying to work on their courage and their confidence. There is a loyalty with that dog, so I do feel like that there is still a loyalty that they would like to have with you. And in September, it looks like your person might be able to move forward for you. I know that right now it might seem kind of far away because this is being released in April, so I can understand how this is a little bit tricky and challenging for you guys. So I get how you may not want to wait till September. That might feel a little dismaying, but if you guys have been waiting for a long time and this is timeless, so if you're watching this later, then September might not seem as far away, or maybe just taking between now and September is nice to like let the energy settle. Especially if you guys like just broke up or it's like very heated or intense between you guys. All right, for you guys who just picked malachite. All right. So not likely nostalgia. I would say for you guys, it might not be likely that you guys would come back, or that they would come back, especially because if there's any Scorpio energy with the skull here, I would say it might be a nostalgic connection, but maybe not likely to re-spark. It might be because you guys have moved on or you guys are with other people now, or it might be that this was a long lost love from a very long time ago and you guys will just be nostalgic about it and look at it like a treasured love of yours from the past. So there is that. We could see if anything could change that in the extended with the miracle box as well, though. So I get the pink quartz. So I have this card for you, divine timing, and in December. Okay, you guys are going to have a miracle happen for you guys, or you guys are going to have a destined opportunity in this connection to have an interaction in December or towards the end of the year. So again, this is timeless, so if you guys have been watching this video later in the year, it might not be that far away, or it could be like if it's February, there might be like a while. Again, you might need more waiting time, like pile 1, in this connection, but it does seem like not only would it be an interaction, but it would be a divine timing, so it would actually maybe even be a divine intervention, which could actually be very cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, I don't know if I said 4, 5, 6, but anyway, this one, citrine. Okay, so what would happen with this? I get victim and a long time. Your person might be drowning in their own energy right now. They might be one of those that can't save themselves or doesn't want to save themselves. They might not want to do the work or make the changes in order to make this connection with you happen. So it might be a very, very long waiting time, or they might be feeling like they're still in a victim mindset, or they might still be in a passive statement where they're waiting for you to come back in or rescue them or contact them or save them or that kind of thing. But what's interesting here, I have to say, with this card, a long time, look how it has the Sphinx with no nose. I almost want to say your person might be self-sabotaging right now, and they might be the type of person who would cut off their nose to spite their face. So that might be something that's happening. They might be very stubborn, and they might be cutting off a connection with you, even if they are miserable and hate it and feel like they're drowning in their own feelings. It also seems like maybe they might not be coming forward for a long time because they are in their feels a lot. And again, maybe that could change. So we could see in the extended if that's changing. I get for you guys with this fluorite cupcake crystal. For those of you guys who picked this one, it says understanding, but don't wait around. So it seems like you might have a little bit of help from the universe. It does kind of look like the top card looks almost like a little bit of like an ascended master or a spirit guide. So there might be a deceased loved one, an ancestor or a spirit guide or an angel or some divine presence that's wanting to intervene here. It seems like maybe your person will get an epiphany. They might actually realize something very beautiful. And it does seem like that this could be something that really helps your person, but they're saying don't wait around for them to grow and transform like this butterfly. Definitely fly free and live your life, and maybe your person will have an epiphany. But they're saying, but don't wait around for them to have an understanding about this connection yet. And then for those of you who picked this final one, this aqua aura, I get lost and I get in autumn. Your person might still be lost or confused or not sure what to do or what action to take until the fall. So your person might feel a little lost and not know. They might need to make some changes in their life and they're not sure how to do that. They might be kind of waiting around. They might feel like they don't know what to do or how to save or repair this connection. Or they might feel like external situations are blocking this connection when literally they could make some choices. So yeah, I get lost and don't wait around, and in an autumn. So again, it seems like a lot of you, and the reason why maybe in the beginning it said maybe no interactions in the next like 3 months or beyond that, it seems like maybe for most of you, you may not be getting, yeah, they're saying 3 to 5 months, because actually the 5 months came in, and then we get September, we get the fall, which is September here in the US, and then we get divine timing, and December comes up in a long time, and don't wait around and not likely. Okay. And that's actually interesting, because actually a lot of times I do readings and I do piles, and they actually do have that these people come in quicker or have more of a specific time frame. So I would say, yeah. So for a lot of you, it would be more towards like the third or like quarter or the end of the year that your person might be coming back, or others, they might come back at various times. Or it might be that something needs to change or shift for them to come back in, or some dynamic needs to be different. But, okay. So now I'm going to go to my secret magical chest, where I'm going to pull out some cards for the extended to see what the universe wants you to know, what spirit wants you to know, that I can help channel for you to go a little deeper in regards to your person. So definitely this mirror, you know what? I'm not even gonna wait. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see for you, for the miracle question, what in the extended will we cover? Pull 3 messages from angel cards. Okay, so for you, I would say that that the universe wants to give you a message from your angels right now, and I would be pulling you 3 message cards from your angels in the extended, as the angels want to intervene and help you out in this connection. So that is one thing. So that is very, very beautiful. I will put this here and get your magical treasure chest. All right, guys, so I have my magical chest here. We're going to pull 5 cards for what Spirit wants us to know in regards to you and your person in the extended. So what would Spirit like? They would like to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for next reading, I'm going to write these down on these really pretty pink cards, but for today, I'm actually going to read them from slips of paper, because I got these really cute pink note cards, but yeah, so right, and I'll actually, in the extended, I will rewrite them on your pretty pink cards, but just for now, just because it's really authentic and genuine, like this is as far as I've gotten. It says, what will happen between you two during your next convo? Okay, so even if your conversation is much later, we're going to see what is happening next between your next conversation, if you guys ever have one. Next, when is your next important conversation? Okay, so we can get a little more specific. And also it might be because the reason why answers are a little different in the extended than the main reading is because not all the collective joins me for that. And so it's a smaller pool, and so it can get a lot more like specific. how can you improve this connection? I feel like this is kind of the first thing. So I think this is like the most important thing. And we'll use the 3 angel cards to see how can you improve this connection. Because right now you might be at a loss. You might be like, I don't know, Solaris. I've been trying everything. I would improve this if I could, but I don't know how. Or some of you might be like, I don't know. They're going to have to do it. And we'll see. What will your next important conversation with them? Oh, what will their next important conversation with you be? That's literally the same. No, that's okay. What will happen? So this should be like actions. Like what actions will they take during your next important conversation? This is when is it? This is how can you improve this connection in your next interaction? What will their next message or important conversation with you be? So like what will you talk about? And what will happen between you two this month? Oh, okay. So for most of you guys, probably nothing. But we can also look on a deeper level, maybe like on a soul level for them, about like maybe what might happen on a soul level to help them with their healing, or to maybe unblock them more on like a metaphysical like level. Like what maybe inner healing will they be doing, or like healing of their psyche or working on their psyche basically. So we'll think about that. All right. Okay, you guys. Well, that is what I have for you. Those are your messages. If you guys are joining me in the extended, then yay. It seems like you guys need a lot more help. I feel bad cutting this off at this moment, even though we've actually gone 50 minutes. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to keep this at a half hour. Anyway, I think you guys really needed the extra time. Again, if you guys don't want to join me in the extended, no problem at all. You can still leave a message in the comment section in regards to maybe another Twin Flame Guidance Oracle card that I can give you guys. That's cool. And I will see you guys either in the extended, in the comments, my next video, or any of my archives. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.